smoke. Better work slower, I guess. It's time to rip the orange car apart, but looking back, even with all of my liberal use of time-lapse, I still have a lot of footage to go through, and a lot of it's repeat stuff I did on the black car. So I think rather than kind of reinvent the wheel, we're going to make this a complete shell in very little time. How are we going to do that? I think I know just what we need. We're going to need a montage. Even Rocky had one. All right, now the question is, did this rain come, or this water come from above or from below? Inquiring minds want to know. What was the trick here? And maybe I should go back and watch the old video to figure it out. The bolt's in the back. The manual maintains that there is a non-destructive way of doing that, but I have yet to get it to work. Although, having taken this apart and looked at it, I think it may just be a matter of the fact that I never had the right size screwdriver. So let me see if a different size works, and if not, I'll just brute force it. I know what you're thinking right now. You are wondering whatever happened to my commitment to breaking things when they got in the way. And the correct answer here is it turns out that the Euro package interior is worth a few $100, so I thought I would at least try to save the seats and the door cards and maybe even the console there for the purpose of kind of recouping part of my investment. So everything else can go. Of course, having said that, I immediately got in here and snapped a tab on this. Yeah, that's just barely visible. But the good news is the dash and the door panels all seem to have matching fasteners everywhere, unlike the previous car. Couple of discoveries in the glove box there. Some of them important, like the lug nut tool for the lugs, which are aftermarket. Some of them less important, like a random knife. And some of them hilarious, the previous owner's insurance card, and his agent shares a first name with my ex-wife, and it's not a common name, which is kind of funny. As much as I struggled to get out the stereo on the other Focus, it was kind of pleasant to discover that this one was being held in by thoughts and prayers and gravity. But at the same time, what the fuck? Really? You know, and I had this so neatly piled until I didn't. Oh, look. All four corners of the drains on the sunroof are all hooked up. At this point I have to pop the airbag out, and I remember from my last adventures that there were, 2 or 3 or 4 different ways that different Focus cars left the factory with the airbag attached, and I have to figure out which one this one is, because some of them sounded much easier than others, and certainly I seem to get the hardest one. And that will probably play itself out again. And supposedly you can do that without kind of the way I did it. You're supposed to be able to take the cover off separately. And now I'm kind of wondering, you know, the diagram looked more like these, and I'm not 100% certain I could actually see these from below, so that would have made this a lot easier. Alright, so I've busted out a tool that I knew I had but couldn't figure out where it was. Found it. And this is designed for cutting all of the glue and adhesive around the edges of a windshield or other window. And it's attached to my favorite tool, the recip saw. So it wiggles back and forth a little more than I expected, but I think I can do some real damage with this. What could possibly go wrong? I think I'll try it on the windshield first, because that's at least laminated and will come out in one piece. And I had an unexpected breakthrough in the most literal sense. I was able to get through the window, snapped the tool right at the connection to the saw, but I was able to sneak the manual blade up through here, and I think I can possibly loop some wire through there and then start cutting with the little handsaw, which we know works pretty damn well. And after a little bit of fighting and fishing, I finally have it. This is one of those times where it would actually be nice to have the girlfriend at home, because I could simply have her here, stand here and say, here, hold this and keep it from falling onto the ground and shattering into a million pieces, because this is safety glass. So of course it would tend to shatter into somewhere between 6 and 12 million itty bitty pieces all over my garage floor. And with all the resulting sadness, there is a slight inward lean to the car, which will tend to inhibit it falling straight down. So all I need to do is push it up against the car. Oh hey, maybe did something happen? I mean, the ladder just shifted, the window just shifted. Fuck. Okay. Alright. Maybe I'm there. The last thing holding it in is this stupid little plug. There! Haha! Well, with your shield or on it, soldier. The flowers are still standing. That didn't break. Holy shit. Wow. Oh shit. Fuck. Hey, that's sharp. Out of all the pieces of luck that I have had during any portion of this project, that is by far the most amazing. I was just tightened to an inappropriate amount of ugga-duggas. There's some blue shit over here. That better not be Loctite. Oh, fuck these people. Fuck people who can't be bothered to use... Like, you don't have to use exact torque, just get it to close. You know that nobody's going to torque this to 100. People. Amateurs. Well, man, I'm never going to have any customer come back 2 seconds later because their drain plug fell out. No, we're going to spend a lot more money later because you stripped the hell out of our threads and the drain plug ends up falling out anyway. Short-term gain, long-term consequences. Yeah, I shouldn't have to use a damn breaker bar on an oil drain plug. This is why I stopped taking my cars to, well, actually pretty much anybody. Those quick oil change places first. But then I discovered that dealerships aren't any better. When I, only new car I ever bought was that SHO, and it was under warranty, so it actually had work at the dealer. And more than once, I had to jump up and down on a breaker bar to get the lug nuts released. The official torque on them was only like 90. Like, that should not be something I have to jump up and down for. Hey! Oh, good! And it's flowing out the hole appropriately. Maybe not the one I expected? Okay, this is a lot less messy than the last time. I was still expecting it to come out the bottom, though, and it's actually coming out the side. Well, that looks like a little bit of mixed radiator fluid. Maybe something that isn't even radiator fluid. That doesn't look healthy. Taking out the windshield and giving me the ability to stand in the car and pull things up from the dash has kind of been convenient, but it's also given me new and interesting ways to potentially injure myself. And I forget what the maximum torque setting is on level 2 for the torque wrench, but those lug nuts were not coming off with level 2. I'm trying to figure out if those are actually torqued to spec or if somebody was just tightening until the car rocked, which was how my son was trained to do oil changes at Jiffy Lube. This engine is going down. I'm yelling timber. I also am going to support it with a length of chain rather than the nylon straps so that hopefully that won't stretch and I won't have that oh shit moment when I release the engine mounts and it kind of dropped last time, and when I'm done I can use them to live out my Christmas Carol fantasies or something. I will readily concede to a little too much overconfidence in having tightened the chain enough. I finally managed to do it. Drop the camera hard enough to break the gimbal, which means I'll have to be using alternate cameras while that goes to DJI for repair. And now I get to discover how much I missed the gimbal, because I'm going to actually have to pay attention to whether the camera is tilted or upright or whatever. So one of the fun and unexpected things is that my cage guide provided me with a drawing for this cage that he had not provided me the first time around, and it turns out that he actually wants the gas tank out and the doors off, which means that I have a couple... Oh, that's not going to... I would really like to support that better. Which means that I have to figure out how to do that, which I've budgeted myself 3 hours for, and I'm sure it will take 6. He also wants the doors off, which I anticipate will be somewhat quicker than this. And yeah, I'd really like to support that better, and this is as high as these go, so I guess I'll need to set them on something, or I can bring the thing. Nah, this is so convenient to have it way out here where it's far enough away to see. That was part of the reason I got the lift, was because I would get under something on jack stands that would be this close to my face, and I'm not 30 anymore and I couldn't see that close. Okay. Alright, so we just need to find the best angle. Can that come out? Heat shield, come out for play. Now I'm out here pumping gas in the most literal way imaginable. Not too many people, I think, have pumped gas this literally. Some have, certainly. Yeah, you have to pump you up, or in this case, down. First, watch these things be so damn long that I get this jammed in here and can't. Oh. Yep. Fucker. Note to self, get a 13 ratcheting wrench, because I go up to 12 currently. So this time around, my cage guy had provided a more thorough list of what he wanted done, which is why the windshield came out. And I spent last night getting the electrical harness out, which was a task and a half, but actually not as bad as I thought. But it's time to get this loaded on the tow dolly and take it down.